Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're going to do a chicken cacciatore in the Dutch oven in about 30 minutes, so stay tuned. I've gone back and looked at a few of my Dutch oven recipes over the years. You know, we've been on YouTube now since 2009, okay, 2009. There's about 550 some videos out here on our channel. So if you're not seeing what you're looking for here today, please hit the subscribe button. Then, you know, just click on my icon over there or the Backwoods Gourmet, take you to our channel page. You can hit that videos tab and go all the way back, and I guarantee you, if you look at something Dutch oven cooking, you're going to find it right there on our playlist. So today I've taken our very delicious chicken cacciatore dish where we make it completely from scratch. I've broken that down to some more simple ingredients you can do at camp, or you can do in about 30 minutes at home if you're just doing it for fun. But hey, if you're out camping like we just were here last weekend, this is going to be a lot easier than the whole drawn out process of making it from scratch. Alright guys, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need your 10-inch Dutch oven. Today you don't necessarily need a camp Dutch oven. You could also use like your regular old Dutch oven, and you could do this in the house just as well. Of course, that wouldn't be as much fun, so today we're going to do it outside here in the outdoor kitchen. So next things, you're going to need some chicken broth, better than bouillon, which is what I prefer. An onion, a little bit of olive oil, a small can of black olives, some green olives. Okay, you're going to need a few green olives, your favorite seasoning, salt, pepper, and garlic. Okay. Killer Hogs AP, we've been stuck on that. You can get that at Walmart now. A good chunky spaghetti sauce, okay, marinara sauce. A little bit of Italian seasoning. Any kind of pasta you want. I prefer the bow tie pasta. We got some Barilla, I really like that. A little bit of water and some red wine. And of course, the star of the show, this is going to be some boneless, skinless chicken thigh fillets. Obviously, you can get regular chicken thighs, debone, deskin those yourself. And if you got them with the skin on, even better. But today, this is what we got to work with. So let's get after it. Today we're using the Royal Oak Supersize. Alright, so we got that all chunked up. Let's go ahead and just hit that with a good hit of your salt, pepper, garlic seasoning. And just turn that around on your board. Get that completely coated with your salt, pepper, and garlic. That's going to kind of do us a dry marinade on our chicken and get that soaking up some of that beautiful flavor from the garlic, salt, and pepper, and it'll all start soaking in while our charcoal is getting ready, and we get that Dutch oven going soon. Ooh, can't wait. Alright, let's go ahead and bring over all our chicken. right off the cutting board. Been soaking up that seasoning for a few minutes. Here in that preheated Dutch oven. All we're going to do is this, brown it off. So while that's going, let's go ahead and cut our onion. I know a lot of you guys are going, oh, you didn't wash anything or whatever, cross-contamination. All this is going in the pot, okay, and it's going to be a long cook time. So we're not going to need to worry about all that. So on the onion, again, if you guys, I'm not covering something you want to know, go back to our channel page. We've probably done it at least 100 times. If you want your onions to be chunky and not break down, cut them with the grain. Okay, in other words, along their lines, and they will stay nice and chunky for you. If you want them to break down completely, cut them all across the grain and they will break down. So once your chicken starts looking nice and white, let's go ahead and put those onions in. About the only thing we're putting in there that's raw. With a good stir. We just want to brown those onions along with our chicken. And I'd put the lid on with some coals there momentarily just to get the pot up to temperature. Most of our heat's from the bottom. So my chicken's starting to brown, so what I've been doing is I've been putting the lid back on with those coals on, but I'm leaving it cracked. So I want the moisture to be able to escape, but I still want that heat coming down from the top. It's been about 10 minutes cooking like this, and our chicken is getting nice and brown. Onions are starting to pick up some color, and we got some fond on the bottom of the Dutch oven, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So right here, we're going to go ahead and put in a good heaping tablespoon of our better than bouillon chicken stock there, and about 2 cups of water. We're going to start out easy though, just a little bit, and we're going to use that little bit of water to deglaze the pan, because we want all those yummy sugars that have been sticking to the bottom of the Dutch oven. We want all them to come up into that broth, and that didn't take but just a couple stirs. Go ahead and put in the rest of 2 cups of water. It's about 2 cups, half quart. And now let's go ahead and put a little bit more seasoning on her. Let's go ahead and put on our Italian seasoning. This Herb de Provence. It's pretty good stuff. Get a good shake of that, and let all that essence from those herbs start cooking into that broth. Let's put the lid back on. This time we can put it on tight. I'll go for about another 5-6 minutes. Alright, as soon as you see the steam start coming out around the lid, it means it's up to a nice bubble. I'll go ahead and put in about 1.5 cups of our bow tie pasta, and just a dash more water just to get that going. That's going to soak most of that up. We'll give it a good stir right down in that broth. I want it to soak up that beautiful chicken broth, herbs. Hey, a little bit more. All right. Put it back on. Let it come back up to boil. All right. Been about 5-6 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the lid. Gonna take about half of our jar of marinara. I'll mix it down in there real good. And we'll see how it looks. So it looks a little thin, so looks a little thin. Go ahead and put a little bit more. Depends on how thick your marinara is. It's pretty thick. Looking for kind of a gravy consistency, because those pastas are still going to soak up a lot of that moisture. So it should still look a little thin. At this point, we're going to go ahead and put in green olives, as many as you like. I'm going to put quite a few. And black olives. Love these guys, so a whole little tiny can. Lindsay's black olives. Those guys are going to bring all that beautiful olive flavor to everything in there. At that point, I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and finish up that whole jar. And the reason I'm showing you doing it this way is just like, you know, if you get too carried away, get too thick, then you won't have enough moisture for your pasta to continue cooking. But I think that looks about perfect. And we always can come back and add a little water if we need to. Alright. So let's go ahead and put the lid back on it. We can pretty much walk away from it a little bit right now. So let's get close to the end here. Everything is getting ready. And last thing we're going to do is add about a cup or so of red wine. And we're going to stir that down in there. And that's going to, that last couple minutes of the pasta cooking, that's going to flavor that sauce, flavor that pasta. You can see how good that looks right now. Might add just a little bit more. And then we'll have a glass off the side here for the chef too. And man, that looks almost as good as my made from scratch chicken cacciatore. If you want to see that video, I'm going to leave you a link right down in the description box of how to make this totally from scratch without all the shortcuts that we did today. And I'm also, you know, I know how that tasted. I'm also going to give you a comparison of how good this is versus the completely made from scratch chicken cacciatore. So right at about 32 minutes, I had to walk away there for a minute, take care of some stuff in the house, but that looks perfect. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off the fire. brought your plate? Because this smells awesome. Let's go ahead and get you, let's go ahead and make your plate for you over here. Beautiful chicken cacciatore. The only thing we need for some garnish is a little Parmesan. I'm going to use some Parmesan Reggiano. Please do not use that fake mess out of the craft can. Okay. And my mother, who just recently passed away this week, actually, said she hated Parmesan cheese because that's the only kind she ever tasted was the stuff out of the can. The final garnish for this dish, just a little bit of fresh basil from the garden right there on the plate. And there you go. Chicken cacciatore in the Dutch oven in about 30 minutes. Let's give this beautiful 30-minute Dutch oven chicken cacciatore a try. Very hot. Guys, I think that pretty much rivals my long version of the chicken cacciatore. Again, I'm leaving you the link if you want to make it from scratch. Link down in the description box below. Please go down there, check out those links, and please check out the first comment in the, down below for our Amazon store for all of the products that we use here. They'll follow that up with a little bit of that red wine. Perfect complement to chicken cacciatore. So if you'd like to get the full color PDF recipe card for the dish we made today here, chicken cacciatore, then you can get it two ways. You can email me at the Backwoods Gourmet channel at gmail.com, and we'll send it to you as soon as we can get around to it. Or if you want it right now, hey, see our Etsy store. I'm going to leave you the link right down below. You can download it there for just $1. Hey, thanks for watching Backwoods Gourmet. If you like what we're doing over here, just please hit that like button right down there. You can subscribe right over there for another great Backwoods Gourmet video. It's going to be right there. And for a whole playlist of cast iron and Dutch oven cooking, it's going to be right up there. We'll see you next time.